Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm going to do a video of 5 albums that I own for just one song. I have a pretty modest vinyl collection, probably about 300 records. I don't want it to get out of control, so for the most part I try to buy albums that I really like or albums from artists that I'm into. But there are some exceptions and I'm going to show you 5 of them. First up, Harry Chapin, Heads and Tails. Now I think his biggest song is Cats in the Cradle. That song is not on this album. The song on this album that I own it for is called Taxi, and there's a story behind it. About 20 years ago, me and Uncle Dan were gonna go on a gambling cruise, and my grandmother was nice enough to give us a ride. Before we left, me and Uncle Dan went and got high like we used to do. So we're driving to the cruise, and the song Taxi comes on. I never heard it. It was a beautiful sunny day. I'm sitting in the back seat, just listening to the song. He's like a singer, songwriter, folk guy, so he's telling a story. No one's talking, just listening to this song. Basically, it's about a guy driving a taxi, picks up this girl, realizes it's his old girlfriend. They had, dated back in the day and went separate ways to go find their dreams and aspirations. She was going to be an actress and he was going to learn to fly. At the end of the story, they kind of both got what they wanted, but in different ways. He dropped her off at her house. She was married to some wealthy guy, acting like she was happy in life, and he was driving around, taking tips and getting stoned. That's how the song ends. And then he's like, I'm flying so high when I'm stoned. That song just hit. It was the perfect time. I wasn't expecting that ending for this song, and it just takes me back. I'll never forget that ride to that cruise. Right here we have a reference to Harry Chapin on this album. This is M.O.D, Methods of Destruction. I do not own this for one song. I own it for the whole album. I fucking love this album. Hardcore thrash band, M.O.D, Methods of Destruction. They were a spin-off from S.O.D, Stormtroopers of Death. The singer, when they broke up, he started this band. Yeah, they're great. But anyway, there's a song called Ode to Harry. It's a little acoustic joke, funny song, making fun of some guy that is driving a Volkswagen Rabbit and gets hit by a Mack truck and dies. His car catches on fire and he dies from the injuries. And they're like, you're dead now, Harry. You can't come back. You'd still be alive if you drove a Cadillac. It's not a thrash song. It's just like a little extra acoustic-y thing. But I guess it was about Harry Chapin, and I never knew that. Moving along. Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back. John Sebastian. Anybody around my age remembers the show Welcome Back, Kotter in the late 70s or whenever the fuck it was with John Travolta and all these people in it? Classic. The intro song was amazing, and that's why I own this. I don't know if he wrote it for the show or what. This whole album is called Welcome Back, but yeah, it's a great, great song. Check it out. I don't know much about John Sebastian. I think he was in a band called Love and Spoonful before this. I don't really know anything about them. I think they had one song called Hot Time Summer in the City. Next up, Carly Simon. Phew. This album was featured in one of my first videos of 5 awesome album covers because of her 70s boobs. Right? Just perfect. But I own this for the song You're So Vain. Everybody knows that song. Awesome, awesome song. And that's why I own it. Come to find out, which I never found out till a few years ago, that Mick Jagger is on that song. He comes in about the second or third chorus, and starts singing. I never noticed it my whole life, and then someone pointed it out to me, and now you cannot unhear it. And then he gets more prominent as the song goes on. Yeah, check it out if you didn't know that. Crazy. Another reference to this song is Faster Pussycat. They actually do a really great cover of that song. Nice hard rock version. Next up, from Germany, the Scorpions. So, I was never a big Scorpions fan. They were fine in the 80s. They had some big hits I would crank. Rhythm of Love, Big City Nights, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Come on, come on, come on. And they're fine. I just never got into them. Never really bought anything. I did see them twice though, and I'll tell you. Once was with Alice Cooper, and the Scorpions blew me the fuck away. I mean, that sound, that they were just made for arenas. Those songs, like big arena rock songs, they blew me away. I still never ran out and bought anything, but those songs were just made for fucking arenas. And then I saw them again once with Motley Crue, and same thing. The Scorpions were freaking incredible. So this is Best of Scorpions. This is all their 70s stuff. Now, I was down a YouTube wormhole one day and started watching some live Scorpions from the 70s because the guitarist, Uli John Roth back then, he caught my eye. This guy was just ripping, playing a white Fender. You could tell he was hugely influenced by Jimi Hendrix. And I'm watching all these live videos, and they were just incredible. So I was like, you know what? Oh, and then the song Sales of Chiron, that's why I own this, came on. And that song is phenomenal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get their greatest hits from the 70s and try to get into it. And honestly, I really can't. I don't love it. But I love that song, Sales of Chiron. Check it out. Charon. The live version, or they have a video of it. Or just check out any of the live videos they have from the 70s with Uli John Roth. He just makes them worth watching. All right, what do we got? Last up, Donovan. I own this for the song Seasons of the Witch. Must be the season of the witch. I think a few people have covered that. Maybe not. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, I don't really know this either. Like I said, these aren't necessarily bad albums, just not albums I'm familiar with. I think I know the song Mellow Yellow. Was that in commercials back in the 70s? I don't know. But yeah, this just kind of brings me back to high school. A friend of mine used to play that song a lot, and it's a really great song. Another Donovan reference, again with Alice Cooper. The song Billion Dollar Babies, the little spoken word part, we go dancing, that's Donovan, if you didn't know that. So yeah, give that song a listen too. I don't know if I've ever actually put this on. I probably will. Again, like I said, I don't like my collection to get too huge, so once in a while I throw an album up on eBay. I have an eBay store, link in the description. This isn't a commercial, but I do throw albums up there, mostly 70s stuff. I clean them and throw them up there for super cheap prices, so check it out. But yeah, that's my video. If you got any other ideas for videos, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so